celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we had some football today, and y'all know the Vikings did not play. So, but that ain't, hey, listen, that's not going to stop us from talking some damn ball, man. You feel me? We gonna talk some ball today. I was hoping, like, my plan was to hope that the Bears played, the Packers played, and the Lions played at 1 o'clock, because then we could have saw what the outlook of the NFC North was. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. But who gives a damn? All right, listen, the Packers. What's the score on the Packers game, man? Let's see what the score is. Let's see what the score is real quick, man. Are the Packers losing? Probably not, because they're playing the damn Bengals with goddamn Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? Joe Flacco in the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah. The Packers just always get the easy road, don't they? Shout out everybody in the building. We got, the Packers they're only winning 10-0 though. So I mean, they're not running away with the game. So that's a plus. Hopefully Joe Flacco can make a miracle happen, man. But shout out everybody. Make sure you hit the like button. We're gonna go through some news that popped up. We're gonna open up the lines too for anybody that wants to tap in and talk about the Minnesota Vikings, man. Let's just talk some ball. We're just gonna chill. I'm gonna try to keep this show around an hour, so I won't take up too much of your time here. We actually have a pretty good game. What is it? Tonight we have a good game with the Lions and the Chiefs. Go Chiefs, baby. Let's go, man. Go Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. I would love to see the Lions fall on their face tonight. That would be good, because what is their record? They are 4-1. We need them to drop a game, so that would play in our favor. So we're gonna be rooting for that. What are the Packers? Are the Packers 4-1 too? The Packers are 2-1-1. A tie. What a lame franchise, bro. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man. I had a good day. Hope everybody had a good Sunday. I actually watched that Broncos and Jets game, and I'm gonna tell you, bro, like, listen, when I tell you that the Jets might have the worst offense that I think I've ever witnessed in my life, and I've watched a lot of football. There's probably, obviously, there's people in the chat that have watched way more football than me, but I'm going to tell you right now, that game, watching the Jets offense, to be a Jets fan, I mean, that has to be painful. I mean, that was nasty work. I feel like the NFL owed me some money for having to watch the game. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. That's how I felt, man. I felt like I was owed something after that game from the NFL. Like, for real. But anyways, man, that's neither here nor there. Shout out Cody in the building. I see you, man. Shout out Mr. I Want to Mark. We hope you're feeling good. Eric from New Mexico, Florinda, and Raquel. What's good with you? Shout out Norris in the building, man. Let's go. Bob will fade you up, man. What's happening? Let's go, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. Nano, what's good, man? He said JJ's ankle not looking good, according to Tom Pelissero. We are going to touch on that. I know I seen that tweet, so we're gonna talk about that. We're going to get to that. You know what I mean? Definitely. Shout out Queen Mary in the building. Let's go, Queen Mary. Let's go. Appreciate you tapping in, Queen Mary. That's a fact. McFly in the building. My guy, Marty. What's good with you, broski? Let's go, man. Hey, Marty, man, you know, you definitely should call in today, man. You know, I think you should tap in with your boy, man. Let's hear what you got to say about the Minnesota Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Man, we need Marty to call in, man. We're going to get Marty on here, man, if he ain't got nothing going on. We'll see if you going to tap in today. We got Ronald. Shout out to you. Skol Nation, let's go Vikings. Hope we are healthier in this bye week. Beat the Eagles next Sunday. Listen, we are getting into the nitty gritty. Our bye week is essentially over. Like, you know, today it's over with. Now it's time to focus, because as far as I'm concerned, starting tomorrow, we back to regular scheduled programming, man. The Minnesota Vikings are going to meet Tuesday practice, Wednesday practice, Thursday practice. Let's go. Now, when it comes to JJ McCarthy, and we're gonna go pull up what my boy was just talking about there with that tweet, according to Tom Pelissero. You know, the news isn't a guaranteed that JJ is going to play yet. It's still obviously it's still up in the air. I was hoping that we would hear like, nah, he's good. You know, everything's looking up. Everything's what it's supposed to be. That's kind of not what the story is right now, unfortunately. Okay, the story is we got a banged up quarterback, man. He's still banged up a little bit. You know, he's still banged up a little bit, and Kevin O'Connell said he's not going to put him out there if he's not 100%. He's not going to put him out there if he's not 100%. But let me pull this up, y'all, real quick here, and we will listen to what he said, and we can evaluate this together. For the ones who don't be on X, you feel me? Because you know you got some people y'all don't be on there, man. I get it. I mean, I get it. I get it. Let's see here. All right, let me scoot over a little bit here. All right. So, with that being said, let's get to it, man. Let's play and hear what he had to say, man. 1 second here. Let's push.
Gerald, if Terry McLaurin were healthy, maybe he'd be on Manti's list, or maybe we can keep working on that touchscreen, and someday he'll actually end up there, even if it's by accident. McLaurin out again for Monday Night Football against the Bears. Third straight game that he has missed because of his quad injury. I am told there's been no setbacks. He's just working his way through his rehab. McLaurin does have a chance to be back next week for a big game against the Cowboys. Noah Brown is also out for this game. Deebo Samuel questionable with a heel, but it sounds like he is going to be good to go.
Shout out Zach. Shout out Nathan in the building. I see you.
Is
all right, here we
murky,
go.
to say the least. JJ McCarthy, I'm told, got good work during the bye week. He should be able to return to practice this week, but McCarthy is still not 100% on that ankle. They got to see his mobility. They got to see how the ankle responds, and they got to make sure he is comfortable and in a groove from an operational perspective before they put him back out on the field. Meanwhile, his backup, Carson Wentz, dealing with a left shoulder injury. He could be limited in practice this week. A lot to sort through to figure out who's going to be out there on the field next week against the Eagles.
So, all right, y'all heard that, man. You know what I mean? Look, man, first of all, the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, I didn't even mean to play that. I meant to play this because that's really what it's going for right now. So, you know, you guys heard that. The Minnesota Vikings, we have a quarterback. We have a quarterback issue here, man. But
Gerald, if Terry
Carson Wentz, shout out to Barber. Barber even said it too, Carson Wentz, and we heard it right here. Carson Wentz isn't 100% healthy either. You know, Carson Wentz, he got a shoulder injury. And I was telling somebody the other day, Carson Wentz is known to be injury prone as well, right? Carson Wentz is somebody who stayed injured a lot when he did play. So, like, it's not a good situation right now. And we might see the Brosmer, man. Like, there's a possibility we might see the Brosmer. You know what I mean? The Brosmer, man. Like, for real. We might see the Brosmer, man. But hey, if Jackson Dart can beat the Eagles, God damn it, anybody can. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jackson Dart, though. Shout out Jackson Dart, man. Shout out Zach in the building. I see you, Zach, man. What's good with you? Appreciate you tapping in. Ideally, I'd want Wentz to start against his former team, then JJ Thursday night against his former coach. Yes. So that and from a even from an NFL fan standpoint, that seems more of the thing that they would do, because it's like Thursday night football, which it isn't hyped up as much as a Monday or Sunday night, but it's Thursday night football. JJ McCarthy returns against Harbaugh. You're like, that just sounds like it would be the thing to do. And to be honest with you, I'm okay with it, right? I'm okay with that situation if that is what it is. Like, because one thing's for sure, I want to see JJ McCarthy play like really bad. I ain't gonna lie. Let me pull this off the screen for a minute. I want to see JJ McCarthy play really bad as well. So I'm with the majority here, but I also want to make sure that JJ McCarthy is healthy as well. You know, I want to make sure he's healthy as well, because I'm scared that if he gets injured again, I'm going to be like maybe talking a little crazy about him, because then I'm gonna start calling him soft and maybe he's weak and he's injury prone. And I don't want to do that, man. And naturally, that's what it's gonna make me do if he was to get hurt again this season. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. I kind of want him to be 100% and give him a fair shot at 100%. If he's not 100%, don't put him out there. You know, don't put him out there if he's not 100%. But if he's 100%, You have to put him out there. What I take away from the Tom Pelissero take just now too is I don't know if it came off as bad news about JJ McCarthy. I just think to me that was a very vague statement where it's like, you know, they just need to see more work. They need to make sure he's mobile and stuff like that. Like I think we'll get all the answers this week because from when I listened to that take from Tom Pelissero, and shout out to Tom, but what I take is, hey, this week we'll give you guys more answers. Like right now, it's just kind of we're in the same spot we were last week. Like we just need to see more. We're gonna see more, and it's gonna be this week of practice. Can he practice with the ones? Is he looking mobile? Is he looking like he's good? And we'll go from there. Thursday is going to be super important. The injury report comes out, and we gonna see, man. Because if JJ on there, he playing. Like if JJ isn't on there, I mean, yeah, if JJ isn't on there, he's playing. He is playing, bro. Like for real, he is playing. Who would y'all rather see against the Eagles, though? Let's say both quarterbacks are 100% healthy. Like realistically, who do you guys rather see play against the Philadelphia Eagles? Would you guys rather see Carson Wentz go up against his former team, or would you rather JJ play if he's 100% healthy? And you know what? I'm not opposed to. I'm really not opposed to either one at this point. I think because I do want to make sure JJ's 100% healthy, and I don't want him to get injured again, because that's going to be heartbreaking for your boy. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Carson Wentz revenge game. Hey, Roddy. Listen, Roddy. We know. Listen, shout out Roddy in the building. You know what I mean? We know you want Wentz to play every week. You know what I'm saying? Like you want Wentz to play every week. We on you. We on you, Roddy. We know the deal. We know the deal with you, brother. Shout out to my boy, man. We got a bunch of JJs in the chat. Okay, yeah, let's go. I'm on that JJ train too. I'm going to let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me copy this link here, and then I'm going to do. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me post that right there. Let me post that right there. Yeah. I like the sound of that. All right. So I just dropped the link as well in the chat. So if you want to, and you don't have to, just so you guys know, you don't have to show your face if you don't want to. You can easily just click on and don't allow your camera, just allow your audio. So it's pretty much just like calling in, right? It's the same thing essentially. So this just makes it easier. So if you do want to come on and express and get vocal, man, you know what time it is. You know what we do over here on Vocal Vike, man. Get vocal, be vocal. 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Let's go. What Eric from New Mexico say? Let me see. He said, fair point, Eric. Let me see what my boy, my boy Eric from New Mexico be spitting though. That's a fact. That's a fact. He said, come on now. If JJ McCarthy is ready to go, he's our starter, not Carson. And I believe in JJ McCarthy, so I'd rather see our first rounder start. Nah, for sure, man. You know, for sure. I absolutely agree with that. I mean, that's the train I'm on. I'm pretty sure y'all know that. Y'all know that's the train I'm on too. Fully committed. Did anybody watch the video I posted yesterday? They were about that tweet that went crazy, man. You know what? That's actually something good for us to look at right now while I got you on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. For the ones who didn't see this, this was a great conversation. And I only picked out 10 tweets. I know people probably like, oh, wRAP went through and picked out all the tweets that fit his narrative. Absolutely not. I think the consensus of Vikings fans just want JJ McCarthy to play. Like straight up. That's just what it is, bro. Like, I ain't out here cherry picking. That's just what the hell happened, man. I'm about to go pull it up right now in front of y'all face. Y'all gonna see right here. Yeah, look at it. This thing have 407,000 views. You know what I mean? And a lot of it. Shout out to Kramer, bro, because man, this thing here, boy. Hey, yeah, this thing here, he got people goddamn going crazy. So let me pull this up. All right. So we gonna go because there's some new ones now too. There's some new people that have obviously been commenting on this. So y'all can see the deal. Okay, so here we go. Here's a new one, man. Like this, so this was the main tweet. As if for the ones who didn't see the video, for the ones who didn't see the video, here was the tweet. All right, the Vikings have a lot to weigh on a decision of who to start at quarterback per Andrew Kramer. Shout out Andrew Kramer, man, for starting this BS too. He mentioned how it's gonna not look as clean with JJ McCarthy sliding back in. He said, if you're going to make this switch to McCarthy, it's not going to look as clean, I wouldn't think, because it didn't in the first 2 games. I don't think you can anticipate him picking up where Carson Wentz left off. Wentz is further along as a QB, both maturity-wise in terms of his fundamentals, being just more of a steady presence in that spot. All right, now this started a whole freaking, yeah, man. So let's just go down the first couple because these are going to be new, right? Look what the Bengals scored a TD. Let's go Bengals. Hey, let's go Bengals. Shout out to the Bengals in the building, man. Devin Robinson, man, I'm tired of this QB talk, man. It's all hey, Devin, man, look, Devin, you know what, brother? I absolutely understand and feel you. I wish that the Vikings could avoid this. And what's crazy, Devin, is I was hoping that after drafting JJ McCarthy in 2025, he was going to be the starter and we wasn't going to have to really talk about quarterbacks for a long time. That's what I was hoping. I think that's what a lot of people were hoping. But unfortunately, it's the Vikings, bro. It's the Vikings. Like, we just never can get it right. It just don't seem like we can get it right, man, unfortunately. So I apologize, man, that we got to have the conversation, but it is what it is. It is what it is, man. I don't, bro, if I can have it my way and your way, trust me, we would be talking about something totally different right now. But unfortunately now we don't even know. It ain't even just about JJ. It's about Carson Wentz is injured too. We might be talking about the Brosmer, man. You know what I mean? Like we might be throwing out a UDFA against the damn Eagles, man, because that's the damn Vikings way. And I know that's going to be exciting for a lot of fans, but not so much for me. I'm going to tell you right now, I know a lot of the Minnesotans, y'all are going to be excited about Brosmer getting out there. Not so much for me. Not so much for me. Do I like Brosmer? Yes. But do I want to see him go out there and play against the Eagles? Absolutely not, bro. I don't think it's going to be fun to watch. I really don't. I'm going to support him. I'm going to support him 100%. But as y'all see on the tweet too, on the thumbnail, the boy, man, how you say his name? Hey, what's the safety's name from Minnesota? Keo, is it Keo? Is it Keo Peerich? Hey, man, that boy coming to Skol Town, baby. Yeah, he got to be Viking. You got to keep him in the city, man. Do not let him even leave Minneapolis. He just need to stay there. Just go ahead, give him stay there. That man there, he gonna be a baller. He gonna be a baller, man. And you know what? Like he's somebody that I think you need to absolutely let him know. Yes. Yeah, Norse. You need to let him know that you want him to be a Minnesota Viking. Tell him his job is already locked. Like, hey, bro, we're letting you know right now. Right, we're letting you know right now in October that next draft, you ours. And you're gonna play. You're gonna play a big part. Because you know what? Harrison Smith is leaving. This is probably most like, I know we've said this for the past 5 years, but like I think this is Harrison Smith's last year for sure. I'm pretty confident in that. I would be surprised if not. But this guy right here, hey, he is the replacement. That dude right there, man. The city would love him. Just everything about it. Him playing college football with the Golden Gophers and then transferring over to play for the Vikings would it's a perfect fit. You know what I mean? It makes the most sense. You just got to do it. And he's a true baller too, man. Shout out to bro. We haven't had a franchise quarterback worth a damn since Culpepper. This franchise has been one big QB carousel. Yeah, it really has, bro. That's what's annoying, man. And Kevin O'Connell, that's why I give Kevin O'Connell a little bit of grace because he's had a shitty end of the stick, man, if you think about it. He really has, bro. Like Kevin O'Connell can't catch a break when it comes to quarterback. He really can't, And we're gonna, and you know what? This is the crazy part is Carson Wentz let's say Carson Wentz is hurt and can't play, right? and then we got to go out there with Max Brosmer. We are going to hold Kevin O'Connell accountable for however the team performs, because we're still going to criticize him off of certain things. And this isn't me trying to protect Kevin O'Connell right now, although it may sound like that. All right. This isn't me trying to protect him. But I just want to talk about the reality of the situation is this man hasn't had a steady goddamn quarterback that he could actually build with and actually get into the groove since we've had him, since he's been our coach, except for the first year with Kirk Cousins. And that's his first year. So, like, to me, that doesn't really count, bro. Like, because he was installing his offense that year. I mean, there was a lot of things going on to catch up. We were looking forward to 2023 being a year, and then boom, Kirk Cousins goes down. So, like, I mean, it's been a mess, bro. It's been a mess. That's why I want to see Kevin O'Connell be able to get JJ McCarthy back healthy and be able to actually fucking build something, bro. Like, give me 2 clean years with the same quarterback, the same young quarterback, and JJ McCarthy, and actually see, man. Let's see something. Let's see some growth. The ups, the downs. Let's go through all of it. I'm down to go through all of it with you. I just want to see it though. But you know what? When it comes to JJ McCarthy, he has to stay healthy, bro. Like, he has to stay healthy. If he keeps getting hurt like this and being out for 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time, a year, bro, like it's not even worth the ride, man. At some point, we're gonna have to jump off, man. We're gonna have to jump off. It's gonna hurt, but we're gonna have to jump off. Hold on, man. Hold on. Marty calling. Let's get Marty on real quick. Yo. Hold on. Let me pull up. Yo, Marty, hold on. Hold up, y'all. Yo, Marty, you there?
Yeah, I think I'm behind.
Yeah, there we go.
I think I'm behind on the live though.
No, that's straight. We can hear you. We can hear you now, man. What's up with you?
Hey, not much. What up, Purple Gang? What up, wRAP?
Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate you tapping in. You know that, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah, what's the vibes? What's the vibes like, man? What's up? What's up with the quarterback, man? How you feel about the quarterback situation? Because you know Carson Wentz is also on the injury list now too with a shoulder, man. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, I never saw Wentz as a full-time replacement. You know, like a lot of people are like Carson Wentz. You know, JJ needs more time to learn. No, throw him out there, man. Throw him in the fire when he's healthy. Has a halfway competent line. I mean, that first couple games, man, they were shuffling linemen everywhere. We didn't have Darisaw. We didn't have none of that. And I don't think he had a fair chance to even, show that he has the goods, because he had 3-4 people in his face every single time they snapped the ball almost. So
yeah,
I feel like, when JJ's 100%, throw him in there, man. Good or bad, he's got to learn, and he's got to take his rookie lumps, basically, even though he's second year, but he's got to take his lumps, and learn like all the other great quarterbacks had to, in the past. I don't remember any great quarterback that stepped right into a winner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Joe Montana, Tom Brady, you can go down the list, John Elway, none of them.
Yeah.
The one thing I am concerned about, though, is our run defense, bro. And I know part of it is Cashman being out.
Yeah.
But Eric Wilson's a pretty good backup. So it's not too much of a fall off, but our interior D line, I thought we was gonna be way better than that. I understand that these two, Hargrave and Allen, are more pass rush type interior linemen, but I mean, our run game fell way off, man. Our run defense fell way off, man, from last year. I mean, we are horrible.
Bro, we are really bad with Jonathan.
And that's without even fact checking anything. I'm just saying eyeball test. I hear more about Redmond and LDR and the new kid, Dawkins. I hear more about them three than I hear about Allen or Hargrave, man.
Bro, Jonathan Allen, man, like when we brought him in, I could have swore that this dude was gonna wreck games every single week, to be honest with you. Like, that was my expectation, was because I felt like the jump from Jonathan Allen from Jonathan Allen from Harrison Phillips to Jonathan Allen. I thought that jump was gonna be crazy noticeable. Like you were gonna be like, bro, this is about to go crazy, right? And you could see Vikings fans. I pulled up the tweet for when we traded. Vikings fans, y'all see this on the screen. This was a tweet. When this happened, everybody was excited. Vikings are making big moves on defense. Vikings are looking good AF. Vikings are getting big up front. Solid deal, huge move, huge news. I'm just reading a couple tweets, Marty, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Big money, good use of it. Question mark. My goodness, people are like, man, this was exciting to say the least, right? But man, underwhelming as hell in reality.
Yeah, I to be honest, I mean, even at the time, if you guys want to look back at my comments, I didn't like that at all, man.
Yeah.
Because at least with Phillips, you knew what you were getting game in, game out. A great gap clogger, run stop lineman.
Yo, hold up. I like that, man. Not the gap clogger. Let's go.
Yeah, man. He ate up blocks, bro. So that's why our linebackers got home so much when he was here, because he was eating up 2 blocks at a time, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
And he was clogging gaps, and running backs had nowhere to go but either through him or right into our other linemen or linebackers.
Yeah.
So
sure.
that's why I didn't like it, because I knew Allen and Hargrave both, they wreak havoc in the middle, and stuff like that, but they're not known as run stoppers, man.
Yeah, for sure.
And I thought maybe because they were kind of more pass rush type interior linemen, I figured they could get in there and blow up some gaps and get some stop some running backs. I just thought it would go hand in hand, but dude, I swear to God, it's like they're not even playing on our team, bro. Every time I'm watching the game, I'm like, where the hell are these dudes?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm seeing, like I said, Redmond, Dawkins, and Rodriguez in there, man, all the time.
Yeah, nah, facts, bro.
I thought they were hurt at one point.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. So, like, overall, though, like, how do you feel? Where do you see the team going? Like right now, today, you know what I mean? Like just thinking about the squad, and just factoring in the JJ McCarthy situation, the Carson Wentz situation. Like, what is your confidence level for sure? Like, truly in our team.
If you want me to be realistic, or
I want you to be realistic.
Realistically,
keep the fandom to the side. Let's be real.
Fandom to the side, man. Realistically, man. Because our defense isn't really stopping nobody, and we're not really getting those. I mean, that Isaiah Rodgers games was an enigma, man. I mean, our defense ain't getting no damn 2 touchdowns a game, or even 2 turnovers a game. Ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
So realistically, if McCarthy can stay healthy, I think it's better for us that he plays every game and finishes the whole season if he's healthy. And we'll take that 8 or 9 win season, man. And that's about what I'm looking at with the way our defense is playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if McCarthy and them can put up points, you got to be able to stop people too, man.
Yeah.
And I just don't see our defense doing that. I don't. We're terrible. Our tacklers are terrible. I mean, how many? I've never seen Ivan Pace miss that many tackles ever, bro. You know, and he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one. Our corners can't even stop anybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's been missing. Yeah, Pace has been missing some tackles, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like he's been looking.
I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with our interior linemen, bro. You know, as far as creating space for him to hit them gaps and get those tackles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's part of it, and the other part is Cashman being out. Yeah, he's not like uber elite, but he's like the glue, bro, in the middle. He keeps us all, on the same page. But I say realistically, it's about an 8 or 9 win season. Even if McCarthy can stay healthy, unless our defense can turn it around, we might sneak in a wild card, and maybe do something in the playoffs if we're lucky. The Giants did it at 10-7 one year and won the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
I mean,
I think they were 9 and 7.
9-7. Yeah, thank you. I knew it was something like
Yeah,
that.
they
But
were
yeah,
9-7. They were, and that was crazy, bro. Like for them to be able to bounce back like that in the playoffs and dominate.
yeah, but they had a better defense than we
Yo,
do
where
right
are
now.
you at? You sound like you in a storm or something. Are you in
No,
like
I'm outside, man. The wind is it's about to storm
it's
out here.
windy up there, isn't it? Golly. You sound like you down here like the tropical storm.
Yeah, I'll step inside, man.
No, you good, bro. I just was wondering. I'm like, damn, that shit sound like it's blowing hard just now.
No, yeah, we got a storm coming in here, Minnesota, man.
They said our defense hasn't let up 30, hasn't allowed 30 points. Is that what you were saying? Yeah. And number 3, I think overall this year, it's the run defense is trash. Yeah, it's really just the run defense. It is the run defense. It's the run defense. You know, how do you feel? How do you feel going up against Saquon Barkley this week?
Bro, that's the swatch. That's the scary part, bro. When we get to them elite running backs like Barkley or Gibbs or people like that,
yeah,
it's gonna be ugly, bro. And like I said, unless they can turn it around, man. I'm not saying them two cats can't just catch fire.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's the only thing that scares me is our run defense, bro.
I think we can definitely turn it around. But
I believe that.
Yeah, I believe we could turn it around. I for some reason it feels like Jonathan Allen and Hargrave, and people are saying that Hargrave actually is playing well. I'm a little confused on that end too, because I feel like I haven't seen Hargrave do much, bro. Like I don't know, man. But I've heard a couple people told me like, no, Hargrave's actually effective out there. He's actually doing his thing, and I'm like, bro, what am I missing? Like for real, bro. Like what the hell am I missing, bro? Like for some reason I feel like I don't even see him out there, man. But
that's what I'm telling you, bro. When I watch the games, I swear to God, I thought they were injured. I had to check the injury report, bro.
Yeah,
because our backups are playing more snaps than them.
And
but as far as the quarterback situation, I don't want to hear any more of this Wentz shit, man. Carson Wentz to be the start. No, man. If that was going to be the case, we should have just kept Darnold, bro.
Facts.
I mean, dude, and it ain't because he's doing well this year either. I mean, he was good in our offense. If you're gonna keep McCarthy on the sideline and not play him and let him go through his bumps and bruises,
you should have kept
Darnold. Just kept Darnold, bro. That's all this Wentz shit.
Absolutely, bro. Like straight up, that is a great ass point, bro. Like if you knew, and that's why I say that Kevin O'Connell, man, he's gonna be on the line with this, bro. Like if he decides to say, all right, Boyd played 2 games. You know what? I made a mistake. We got to sit him for the rest of the year and play Wentz. Bro, that's unacceptable, dog. To me, I'm going to say it right now. That's a fireable offense, in my opinion. Like, I'm be honest with you, bro. Because, again, like you said, if that was the case, you should have signed Darnold. You should have kept Daniel Jones. Not only did you have one option, you had 2 options. Let's just say you let Sam Darnold go. Okay, he's going to make his money. You don't want to pay him that much. Cool. Let him go. Daniel Jones, bro, got paid what? $14 million or some shit? Like, come on, dog. You could have kept Daniel Jones. You could have kept him. You could have ensured, you could have told Daniel Jones, hey, look, bro, you're going to be the starter because we feel like our young quarterback needs 1 more year. And you know what I mean? So, you know what? We're going to let you start and you're going to take control of the team. And then you let him walk. And now look at him. He's playing good too. So like this is the thing. You have to go all in with what you sold us as Vikings fans, bro. That just is what it is, man. I'm not giving them no excuses at all. We got to see him play, bro. Like,
I'm kind of confused about O'Connell myself, man, because I almost think he was trying to be too fancy when he had McCarthy, man, because I was seeing all these 20-yard, 15-yard routes and shit. No, now and then you put Wentz in, and all of a sudden it's screen game and short passes and shit. Why did he do that for McCarthy, man? That's where his head should have been anyway.
Yeah. So I touched on that, bro.
Passes,
yeah, I touched on that too.
Hawkinson, all that.
Yeah, I touched on that too, bro. I think he just trusted JJ McCarthy a little too. I'll say he trusted him a little too much. I'm gonna be real with you. I think he trusted JJ McCarthy too much, bro. Like for real. Like and like we love JJ. Hey, T-Bass, I see you backstage, brother. Just hang out right there. I got you. Only reason I'm not gonna bring you on right now because Marty won't be able to hear you anyway. So give Marty a minute and I'm bring you up, T-Bass. I hear you. But the reason why I say that, Marty, is because like he trusted McCarthy a little too much, bro. As much as we like McCarthy as fans and we believed in him and we sold the hype, like I still believe that he should have went into it knowing, like treating it as this is a rookie year for him. And no matter how much he sold you on his personality and his willingness to study, and you ask him any question about your offense and he's able to answer it in the snap of a finger because he has that type of mind to be able to process plays and stuff on paper, bro, you still should have treated it as if this motherfucker is a rookie and has never played an NFL game before. And that is the truth, actually. Is he's never played in a real NFL game. So why are you throwing him out there? You know what I mean? And acting as if he's a 10-year veteran, as if he's Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was able to pick up the offense. As much as we didn't like Kirk, he was naturally able to pick up the offense and make all the throws and process it because he's been in the league, 8 years at that point.
Yep.
I think.
Well, I'm just gonna say one more thing here, and then I'm gonna let T-Bass jump in. I'm gonna jump off.
Yeah.
But I just want to tell, while everybody's listening, Purple Gang, hey, I mean, everybody wants wins, wins. But we've been a pretty good winning franchise for a long time with this quarterback carousel, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
But if we want a true franchise quarterback, we gotta allow him to win and lose games if that's the way it's gonna go. If we don't make the playoffs, we don't make the playoffs. Don't mean that we're not gonna be great next year.
Right.
I mean, he needs to learn, and just pulling them in and out and plugging in these guys because they can get us a win. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Just let the kid play. If he loses, he loses. You back him up the same way as if he wins, man.
Yeah.
Is he our franchise quarterback or not?
And
looking
that
for
is
easy
the question.
ways to get wins, man.
Quit trying to scrape the pot. Quit trying to scrape the pot for 2 or 3 wins.
He'll be that much more experienced.
Yeah.
And he'll do a lot better. I'm telling you, every year he'll improve.
Hopefully.
So just back our boy. Wear the McCarthy jerseys.
Let's go.
I want to see them 9s in the chat.
Let's go.
And hey, y'all better hit that fucking like button, man. That shit's looking real low with the amount of people in this chat room, yo. Man. But hey, I love all y'all. Skol for life. Purple Gang for life, baby.
Let's go, man. Shout out
Appreciate
my boy Marty,
on,
man.
Rap.
You know that, bro. We be in touch, bro.
All right, y'all. Later.
Man, shout out my guy Marty, man. Let's bring up the OJ scheme. We got T-Bass in the building, man. What's up, T-Bass?
Hey, guys. Hey, I watched some interesting video. There's another, YouTube channel or whatever called, I think it's called Sports Legends.
Okay.
And generally they have the guy who leads the show, but they also have, I forgot what his name. He is a Viking reporter that has press credentials and access to the team. They have Chuck Foreman on there all the time.
I think I know yes.
And then they have longtime long snapper Mike Morris.
I love that show.
So this last episode was kind of interesting to me. Because, first topic, they were talking about J.J. McCarthy's injury.
Okay.
Chuck Foreman and Mike Morris, ex-players, are very confused about that. And they don't know if there's actually an injury. Now, this ain't coming from me. I'm just for discussion. Especially Mike Morris. He's like, dude, I didn't see the dude limping at all during the game. Vikings didn't say anything about it. There was no mention about it until the next day that, he has a high ankle sprain. He was scratching it. And then he said next week, McCarthy's on the sideline walking around talking to coaches and stuff. No limp at all, no boot. And he's like, it's just really weird that now they're kind of hush-hush on his process or progress and stuff. And Foreman and Morris both believe that O'Connell kind of decided, well, we don't think he's ready yet. That's
Okay.
not saying he's not going to be ready throughout the year, but they gave this reason of a high ankle sprain, and both of those guys are like, dude, that's like breaking your leg. You're not going to be out there the next week
Yeah.
or during the game because of adrenaline. You know, Foreman was like, either they pumped him up with Novocaine or whatever, that he's not limping. Interesting take on it, you know, that, you know, they're not given a time frame at all or nothing. He's 80% good. So, you know, I think we can all agree Kevin O'Connell's job is attached to JJ McCarthy's success.
We should go listen to that too. I love it. By the way, shout out to that channel.
Yeah.
That channel is
It's
great.
a good channel if you guys
It
never
really
seen
is.
it.
It really
It
is.
gets so the Jordan Addison thing in England.
I'm gonna
Chuck
drop
Foreman came out and pretty much said Bud Grant would have cut him. And Mike Moore's comment was when he played under Denny Green would go look for a player that was 15 minutes late for weight training and simply say to him, I'm not coming to look for you again next time you're cut. And he did do that to some players. Now the reporter that was there said that was a 23-acre facility that was under high security. He said when he had to go out to his car, they were like, nope, we're sending someone with you. So the fact that the Vikings didn't know where Jordan Addison was pretty much he snuck out of there. He snuck his ass out of there. And they're all shocked that he only got 1 quarter suspension. And now the Vikings aren't talking anything about it. I know people love Jordan Addison and they think the Vikings can't survive without him. But you know what? Everybody wants to talk about Kevin O'Connell's culture. Accountability is part of culture. And right there seems to say, if you're good, you're not accountable. When it's so, you know, you have ex-players who played under some of the best Viking coaches saying, oh, there would have been a lot more accountability. Just think about that. 2 weeks after being suspended, and the dude basically snuck out of the facility, probably to go get drunk. Whatever the reason, he snuck out of there and didn't make practice next day.
No, that's crazy. No,
And
I'm
then
with you 100%. That's crazy on that. That's crazy.
And then my third take is on the run defense. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. It's going to be the problem the rest of the year. And we're going to start seeing it against these good teams.
Mhm.
And then when the Vikings are behind in the fourth quarter and they can't stop the run, it's going to be you know, everybody talks about Hargrave and Allen, and they get all excited about Kwesi's free agency pick.
Mhm.
You know, when you're a Super Bowl contending team, you bring in big ass name free agents, game changers.
Mhm.
These guys, they're bringing in. We're saying they're game changers, but they're just depth pieces. They're not game changers. Teams are not going to get rid of defensive linemen who can do both stop the run and rush the passer. They're unicorns. You have to draft those or be able to pay huge money. So, you know, the fact that people are shocked that Allen and Hargrave aren't stopping the run real well, that's not a shock to me because that was their weakness.
Yeah. Nah, man. I mean, I need to see more with them, man. And who do you blame for that though? T-Bass, like, are you holding Brian Flores accountable? Because we all know the truth is Brian Flores pretty much has the green light as far as defensive players we add to this football team. And
I blame years of bad drafts and lack of depth to where their backs up against the wall and they have to basically bring in these free agents that are one trick pony who can do one thing. And everybody gets excited. This guy can rush the pass or this guy. Yeah, but he can't do the other thing. So, you know, when when you got a defensive line that all can rush the passer, but they can't stop the run, what the hell you think offenses are going to do? They're going to run the ball.
You're gonna run the ball down your throat.
So it's just, and then we're saying, Redmond and that undrafted free agents or seventh round picks, they're playing great. Well, they're playing above their potential, but they're not all pros.
Yeah.
We need to, and every year it's like, yeah, we need a guy, and then come draft time, something else becomes more important to draft.
Yeah.
And it's
the same cycle, huh? T-Bag like it's the same thing every single year. Thinking about, and maybe we're jumping a little too far ahead, but I know even last year, I think a lot of Vikings fans at the beginning were in the zone of, man, we need to go defensive tackle. Like, we need to draft the best defensive tackle in this draft, and then it switched over to, no, now we need offensive linemen. So like it was kind of like back and forth. I remember all the mocks. We were going heavy on DT, and then we started looking in offensive line, and then we were looking at running back. What do you think about 2026? Based off of what we're seeing so far, a month and 1 week into football, where would you go?
We definitely need a nose tackle. We definitely need a linebacker, and we may need a number 2 receiver, depending on what the Jordan Addison deal goes. So
now, are you against signing a number 2 wide receiver in free agency though? Like, to me, I think that
no, I'm not. I'm not.
Because I think wide receiver you can get away with that. You know what I mean?
But then again, we have salary cap issues going into next year. We're
True.
like 30-some billion over. So this is almost like a boomer bust year, and it's.
And it's looking like a bust so far.
Looking like a bust. And so, there's a reason, they say drafting a quarterback and it don't work out in the first round will set you back. Because you have to spend time. And I'm not saying J.J. McCarthy's a bust, but you have to spend time. You have to spend a minimum 2-3 years to see if he's even good. And then if he's not good, well, you wasted 2, 3, 4 years. That sets you back. And so it's just a thing you get. And, I'm seeing some people, Addison's a trade chip. Teams are going to hold that shit over the Vikings. And like, really? You want a first-round pick and a third-round pick for a guy that's been suspended already? And we know what happened in England.
Yeah.
You think we're going to give that compensation? So, I don't know. And a center. Yes, a center. So there's a whole lot of things we need. That's why I say keep all your draft picks. Let's not panic this year. And this year's we have a lot of picks in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Let's draft well.
I think to me, T-Bass, like this year almost feels similar to last year in a way. And I mean, what I mean by that is, like, I remember last year going into the season being a year where we're like, hey, let's just ride it. Expectations are kind of low. We're going in with Sam Darnold. And yes, you did have some people who were on the Darnold train and believed that Darnold was going to take this team far. So, shout out to, kudos to y'all for sure. You were on it. So kudos to y'all, because it was a fun season. Loved rooting for him throughout the season. I mean, I've said this a couple times recently where it was fun to be a Vikings fan last year. I don't care what you say. All right, last year it was fun. We were kicking ass out there for the most part. But this year feels similar in a way when it comes to, man, this season is just gonna be what it's gonna be, man. Like, I mean, we just gotta mosey through this shit. I mean, we have high expectations, but I don't know if they're realistic. You know what I mean? It's like trying to find that realistic expectation. It's hard.
Let me ask you, at what point, okay, let's say they don't make the playoffs this year. Yeah. I know for most Viking fans, Kevin O'Connell has a built-in excuse already.
Yeah.
That I'm going to hear about injuries, this way. At what year, at what point do people start demanding this guy needs to go? He's not getting the job done. At what point? Year 5, 6, 7? What is it? Is it going to be continual excuses? That's why I call this guy the Teflon coach. Nothing ever sticks.
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
so, no, you got a point. You got a point.
So I'm asking you, at what point, at what year, at what point do you say, I'm done with the excuses? This guy has to get the job done. I'm done with saying bad drafts, injuries, whatever. Every coach has to go through that. When is he going to be held accountable?
So I'll say
I don't
this.
think it's just.
Yeah, I'll say this, T-Bass. You know, it's hard for me, right? Because, and I'm not trying to build an excuse for him, but I'm just going to tell you how I feel about this whole situation with O'Connell. And I kind of touched on it at the beginning of the show too, where I feel like we brought him in, first of all, former quarterback. We brought him in to identify that for this franchise. Identify the franchise quarterback, develop him, you know, and let's take this franchise in a different direction than what we've seen years before that, because we've always went and just got the veteran, you know, gave him a contract and try to see if we can win with a veteran. So, and I say that to say, okay, he did that, right? But he's gotten the shit into the stick. And I think what I want to see is, I was saying, I want to see like 2 seasons at least where he has the quarterback he identified and we can see the ups and downs. And this year was supposed to be year 1, but at the Vikings way, JJ's hurt again. We're missing 2 weeks and possibly going to miss 3 because we don't know if he's going to play against the Eagles. I mean, the trajectory is looking like it's leaning more no, but you know, I just want to see him. I want to see him do what I feel like he was brought in to do, T-Bass, and I don't think he's had that chance yet.
So let me ask you this about Mr. Quarterback Whisperer, offensive genius. Okay.
Yeah.
Where on his resume does it say that he's gotten a rookie quarterback over? He's got Kirk Cousins, who had years of experience. He's got Sam Darnold experience. You know, if you want to give Daniel Jones credit, a guy who had experience already, and if he does it with Wentz, that doesn't say he knows what to do with a rookie quarterback. Where on his resume does it say?
No, I mean, no, look, you got a point. I agree.
He might not be the guy for the job for a rookie quarterback. He might be a guy that brings in a guy that has experience and smooths off the edges, but he might not be. I mean, he failed with Hall, right?
Yeah. But Hall, I mean, Hall is kind of, I mean, Hall was a 6th-round pick too, though. That was, I mean, I don't know.
We were pretty excited about him.
I was, I was
excited about him.
You know,
and they just dropped. So, I mean, it doesn't. I mean, I just, you know, at some point, Viking fans have to just make Kevin O'Connell accountable. This is year 4.
Yeah.
And like I always said, even Mike Tice won a playoff game by year 4. Even Mike Tice.
You know, and you know what's crazy, T-Bass? I said this. If we make the playoffs this year and he loses, and that makes him 0-3 in the playoff games, that's going to be a whole nother conversation to where he's definitely going to be fired, like for sure. Or Vikings fan. I won't say he's going to be fired, but I will say Vikings fans are going to be calling for that for sure. Even the ones like me that are on the KOC train. I think what I'm blinded by is he seems like a great leader of men, in my opinion. He has flaws when it's in game situation. I think everything else outside of that, it seems like he's a good coach.
He's a great talker. He's a great talker. I don't know about leaders of the men with this Jordan Addison situation. Because like I said, there needs to be accountability there. But I think he's sending a message to his players. If you're good and you're performing, I guess you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Fuck the team.
Yeah. No, which I don't agree with, you know, which I don't agree. And that's why I'm kind of on the train of, hey, look, man, if we get rid of Jordan Addison, so be it. Because you cannot allow that to happen in the locker room because that sends a bad signal to the young players coming up. And I refuse to keep letting Justin Jefferson take responsibility. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, no.
So too evil. You ask who do I want to replace him? Here's what I've been yelling about for a long time, since Dennis Green. Who are our probably 3 most successful head coaches in Viking history? Bud Grant, Dennis Green, and possibly Jerry Burns.
Yeah.
What did all 3 of them have experience in? Being a head coach. Okay? They were organizers. They were in charge of the whole team. We keep bringing in these guys that are coordinators and basically give them the mantle of head coach, but all they're really doing with the team is still being a coordinator. Childress, Zimmer, KOC, these other guys, Grant, Green, and stuff, had their hands in all aspects of the football team.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we go wrong. We keep on just promoting these coordinators and don't expect them to be a head coach. Okay, you're a great defensive mind. You're a head coach now. I'm bring somebody. No, I mean, look at the guys that Green and Bud Grant had under them as coordinators and stuff. You surround yourself with successful people to be successful people. Grant had so many. Green had so many. They were all over the place. And that's the problem. That we just keep on bringing in these coaches with no head coaching experience.
So my thing is this too, T-Bass. I want to counter you with this, right? Is because you've been a Vikings fan a long time and you've been through all those coaches. But can we just admit though that KOC is winning a lot of football games though? I think, and I think Vikings fans, when you're winning, like we're not winning the right game though. And me and you've talked about this. Like, yes, we're winning a lot of football games, but we're not winning the right ones, in my opinion. And we're talking obviously playoffs and last year, the game to win the NFC North. We're getting out coached in those type of games.
Year one, same thing.
Year one, same thing. But like in totality though, KOC is, I think, isn't he like the most winningest? Isn't he like the most winning in his first 4 years or whatever? Has won the most games.
Let's a lot of people like to compare him with Bud Grant and say, yeah, Bud Grant never won anything. Bud Grant won, I think, 12 or 13 games his 3rd year as coach. Do you know what he did with that 13-win team? Got him to the Super Bowl. To the Super Bowl. In year 3 when he had a great season.
Yeah.
They didn't squander. There's not too many teams that have won 13, 14 games and have gotten bounced out in the first round.
Yeah.
KLC's done it twice. So, you have to, when you have those great seasons, you have to capitalize on. Dennis Green was a unicorn. I thought Dennis Green should have been fired before that 98 team because he was a guy like Kevin O'Connell. I think it took him 6 or 7 years to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Constantly getting into the playoffs and getting bounced out in the first round. I had enough of that. And then when that 98 team rolled around, he choked.
Yeah.
They lost that championship game for a multitude of reasons, but one of the reasons was head coaching because they went into a turtle shell. They were blowing out teams all year and not letting off the gas. They had Atlanta down, and then they went into this conservative mode. And, that's just bad coaching.
J10, the villain, said, under KOC, and that's 4-year tenure, we've had 2 of the most fraudulent teams in NFL history. Aren't y'all tired of being frauds? We'll always be that with soft-ass KOC. God dang, boy, the KOC curb session is underway, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I don't want to hear about this great culture after what they're doing with Madison. Because a quarter of a suspension, 1 quarter, for a guy who literally snuck out of the building to do whatever, go get laid or go get drunk.
Yeah.
And didn't come to practice. Where other coaches, you hear ex-players saying, that wouldn't have happened under this guy. That wouldn't have happened under this guy. That's a joke.
Right.
That doesn't send a message to the other players. And you have to have the star of your team, Jefferson, address it during a press conference. Where in the hell is KOC addressing this?
So who was your, because I think Too Evil did ask you, like, who would you say though? Who was the replacement though? Like, who would you, like, realistically, who would you pursue as far as right now?
Anybody with head coaching experience.
Anybody like just a veteran, then like Bill Belichick type of deal. Like
anybody with head coaching experience.
Got you.
And you know, this was a huge experiment. Generally, when you bring in a rookie head coach, you bring in a seasoned GM. Or if you bring in a rookie GM, you bring in a seasoned head coach. You don't bring in new ones at both of them. That's a huge experience because one can help the other.
Right.
And so it was just like the Wilfs saved the money there. We'll take two newbies that'll take less money. You know,
yeah.
I don't like
we can pay them. We can pay them less because they're just happy for the opportunity.
Ownership needs to step in and tell Kwesi, we're bringing this dude in and he's overlooking the draft. And if you don't like it, there's the door. Get the hell out because your drafts have sucked. Period. And we need to start hitting on drafts.
Yeah.
Yes, Mike Zimmer won a playoff game. Mike Tice won a playoff game by year 4. Brad Childress. The only guy who didn't was, I mean, Burns in his 3rd year got to the championship game. Childress in his 3rd year got to the championship game. I mean, there's, other than Dennis Green, the writing don't say that. KLC's gonna be
so as always, I respect your take. I respect everybody's take. Right now, today, though, all right, what is it? October 13th, October 12th. I'm still on the KOC train. You know what I mean? I'm still on it.
I got you.
I'm riding with it. I'm riding. Now, again, as the weeks continue, I'm paying a lot more attention, and then I'm starting to really just look into every aspect of his game, of the way he operates now, more than I was at the beginning. At the beginning, I was just blinded by, hey, we're winning a lot of football games. This guy's great. He can talk good. He talk good as a bitch. Hey, I'm in there. Now I'm more critical though. So like, and I'll say the play calling thing was the first step for me, where I'm kind of on that train now, where I wasn't.
But that's an offensive coordinator job. Let's look at the team as a whole. He should have his hands in everything.
Yeah.
Every aspect of the football game.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
He doesn't. I think he hired Brian Flores to be the defense.
Yeah.
We pretty much have 2 head coaches, right? I mean, that's what people were saying. We got a coach of the offense and a coach of the defense.
Yeah. So,
I don't know.
Hey, man. I got to get going back to work.
Break's all right, over. T-Bass, man. Appreciate you. Sure, bro.
All right,
man. Shout out T-Bass, man. Shout out T-Bass in the building, man, as always. You know, hey, look, man, it's a great conversation. Look, man, it's bye week. We're 3-2. I don't want to be, I think it's too early right now to be like super negative on the team, right? I don't want to be like crazy negative on the team. But as of right now, like I told T-Bass, like as of right now, I'm still a KOC supporter, bro. I still believe KOC is the right guy for this football team. I do. You know, it's hard for me to, like, I can nitpick. Yes, there's shit we can nitpick for sure. And I'm not saying that T-Bass is just nitpicking. He can feel how he wants to feel. I'm just saying though, like, and there's more people than just T-Bass, obviously. That my thing is we're winning game. I think there's a way to make it right with Kevin O'Connell. I think there's a way to win a Super Bowl with Kevin O'Connell. Like, I truly feel like that. My concern is letting Kevin O'Connell walk out the door and then look and trying to find that replacement, because I see so many bad coaches out here where I think the chances of us bringing in somebody who is worse are super high. and then I'm gonna be really pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, at least we're winning. We may not be winning the games that matter. We talked about that. You know, you got to win these playoff games. I think this year, and this is year 4. So this is a big year. This is a big year. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big year for Kevin O'Connell. But again, I have to think about the circumstances he's been put under. And I think about, okay, well, what if another coach had to deal with the same thing? Right? I mean, we saw Mike Zimmer freaking cry when a quarterback went down and he had to try to figure it out. Like, he just crumbled, man. This dude ain't have the balls to try to figure shit out, in my opinion. It's like, I just don't think he's had a full 2 seasons. I need to see a full 2 seasons of what he's planned to do from the beginning, and it goes as planned. And I know the NFL, it's never going to go as planned for the most part. Injuries happen, shit happens. It is what it is. But I at least want to see a little bit more with JJ McCarthy and Kevin O'Connell. Then that's the main reason why I'm not jumping off the KOC train yet, because he picked JJ McCarthy. So I want to see. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see, bro. You picked him. Show me why you picked him. If you felt like this was the guy that can change this franchise and be our franchise quarterback for the next 15 years, I need to see why you felt the way you felt. I'm holding him accountable. If it gets to the point where we just start crumbling, then fuck it, let him go. Fire him. But you know what? We win in football games with him as the head coach, though. You know, we definitely are. So I just think I'm with Lone Wolf. I think he's the best option right now. I think he's the best option right now as we speak. Who likes Mike McDaniel? Who's a fan of Mike McDaniel? I mean, would Mike McDaniel be or here we go. Mike McCarthy. Isn't that his name? Mike McCartney, Mike McDaniel, a damn Mike. Mike Zimmer, Mike McCartney. Just bring another Mike in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tice. Yeah, man, you know what? We figured it out. We need to just bring another Mike in here. Mike. Yeah, man. That's what it is. We just need another Mike. Just need another Mike. McDaniel. You know what I mean? We need McDaniel. Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick would be an option, I'm sure, because he's ruining UNC right now. Single-handedly burning that bitch to the ground. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. Bill Belichick is burning it to the ground. Hire Urban Meyer. He knows how to grind. Yeah, no, absolutely knows how to grind. Yeah, that's what we need. We need Bill Belichick so he can just have his girlfriend on down there on the sidelines and shit with the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out Blunt in the building, man. Appreciate you tapping. I don't know, man. You know, hey, look, man, the Minnesota Vikings, we're getting this out of our system today. Because starting tomorrow, every show from tomorrow on until we play the Eagles, man, it's going to be a little bit more positivity. It's going to be a little bit more of, you know, let's go out there and put belt to the Eagles' ass, man. We all know as a community, right? We do not like the Philadelphia Eagles. I got a couple content creators I'm going to be working with throughout the week. But I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to their team, bro, they get on my damn nerves, bro. They fans, everything about them. We need to beat these guys, man. The Vikings need this dub. I feel like we haven't beat the Eagles in so long, and we've played them multiple times. Multiple times. It's time to right the ship with the Eagles. I feel like since 2017, when they beat us to go to the Super Bowl, we have not beat them since. Am I tripping? Can somebody remember a game where we beat the Eagles since then, since 2017? I can't remember. I feel like we haven't beat them since, bro. That's what it feels like. I may be wrong, but I can't remember. I'm going to tell you that right now. I damn sure don't remember. And since 2017, I'm sure we've played them at least 4 to 5 times. At least 4. I feel like we've played them at least 4 times since then. Maybe more. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't remember the last time we beat the Eagles, bro. It's time to hand their ass a motherfucking ass whooping. That's what it is, man. It's time to hand them an ass whooping. Okay. I don't care who the quarterback is. I do, but it is what it is, man. No matter who the quarterback is, we have to go out there and handle business. Kevin O'Connell, hey, obviously everybody's watching you. FTE, man. I'm excited to do another pep rally. You know what I mean? The pep rally's back. Pep rally's back. Hey, Queen Mary, thank you so much. We praying for you this week. Everybody make sure you pray for Queen Mary this week, man. Hey, it's been a great bye week. Hey, this week coming up is going to be great. Make sure you're tapping in. Make sure you're tapping in, man. We're going to have a lot of great conversations. I got Eagles content creators. We're going to be tapping in. It's going to be a busy week. Football is back again, baby. Football is back again. Vikings football to be specific, and I'm here for it. Thank you, everybody that tapped in today. F the Packers. Hopefully they lose. I think I heard it's a ball game. Is it a ball game? F the Packers. Let's go Chiefs, and let's go Washington Commanders, man. Straight up, man. Let's go, man. We need all the NFC North teams to lose except for us, man. Hey, holla at y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all. And we are outie.